yoga video tape series and the BBC television series on yoga way back in 1982. I'm sure half of you were not born at that time. Neil began teaching at the tender age of 19, and for 28 long or short years, he has run his yoga organization known as Kri Yoga, teaching many thousands of students in and around Harrow, if I'm correct. Neil has authored several books on yoga and consults for several organizations nationally and internationally. He most recently was at the World Yoga Conference in New Delhi on his specialist subject, yoga and cancer. And just to add from my side, he's a cancer survivor, and you should be proud and glad to know that without undergoing any surgical processes, he cured his cancer in, what, 3 years' time? Just practicing yoga. So it's a great thing.
Yoga is a timeless science of reuniting the soul back to its source, Brahman, God, or the spirit, which pervades all humankind, religious backgrounds, and planets. As a word, yoga simply means reunification, the specific act of returning back to our home in Satyaloka, or God's realm. Yoga is timeless due to time itself being cyclical and not linear, meaning that every 24,000 years, consciousness cycles around and humankind reaches the same stages again and again, only with new souls or actors on the stage of life. These cycles are known as yugas. Therefore, every yuga, the science of yoga, reappears to do its eternal job of liberating humankind. Hence, yoga has no real beginning and no real end. In this era, yoga sits as a subject derived from the Vedic scriptures of India, many millennia ago. The subject regularly recalibrated to its times by the likes of such yogis such as Patanjali, as Amarjit mentioned. Patanjali is responsible for the Ashtanga yoga system, which many people follow today, whose first limb is Hatha yoga, asana practice that you might understand, or the commonly seen yoga poses that we'll demonstrate to you, which have caught on in the West in the last 50 to 100 years. These exercises or postures are there simply to keep one's body healthy for the purpose of not being distracted by ill health as an unnecessary nuisance on the journey to salvation, and so that one may be able to practice meditation seated on the floor for long periods uninterrupted. They are not designed simply to create health for the enjoyment of the material world, nor for competition, competitiveness, or any other egotistical pursuit. However, they do and will offer themselves for the benefits of all humankind in the hope that such benefits of health are eventually used for the wholesome pursuit of spiritual evolution. In a short while, we'll go through and demonstrate some of these poses and how it helps the human body. But first, let's understand the real power of yoga, as Rangasudha has alluded to. But before I continue, anything I say about yoga now must not be considered negative advice, my friends. Don't give it to us. In the year 2000, I was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, which, without treatment, gives you 1 year to live, traveling from the legs to the lungs to the brain. As a yoga teacher of 7 years at the time, I refused all surgery, chemotherapy, and radiotherapy. The tumour was 14 centimetres at the time of discovery and kept growing. I practiced some alternative therapies for 2 years, but it did not abate. In 2002, having survived 2 years, I made the decision to test yoga out properly and try to exist with no treatments of any description except yoga. Naturally, my doctors, who were baffled by many of my choices, were now sure I was going to die and reassured me every 6 months of the same. To cut a long story short, obviously being here today, it clearly was right to follow my instincts. The tumour is still there, still grade 3, and still massive, but it cannot kill me. because I practice yoga. The truth of the matter is not very well known about yoga. But true yoga connects a mortal to their immortality. It connects the mind and the heart to the soul. It connects the cells to their quantum state and allows cells to take up superpositions. Through yoga, when the mind can merge with the superconsciousness, it can control its own quantum biology. For those who know, quantum biology means that a state of life and death can exist together. Or you can make simple choices between living and dying at will. I chose to live, so I will live. Cancer is of no consequence, though my tumour is now 24 centimetres long, still regularly biopsied as malignant and grade 3, destined to spread and kill me, and I'm riddled with cancer cells and lumps. Many believe the media and medical industry who tell them that cancer is a killer. And because of this, the mind-body connection gives up hope and complies. As someone who practices true yoga, I can tell you that once you master meditation, the mind, metaphysics and the breath, you will also master your body and much, much more. My message for you all is very simple. Learn yoga postures for the fitness of the body by all means, but learn meditation for the fitness of your soul. And if you're able to tap into your soul's inherent power, then by the grace of your good nature, you will harness the power to achieve or overcome anything. So in summary, the subject of yoga, which you're going to understand about the fitness, which the two girls will come and show you in a few moments, is fantastic for the body. But as Amajit has said, the real strength of yoga lies in its connection to the soul, and that power is limitless. And as I've alluded to there, and once medicine will one day understand, my good fellow Dr. here, quantum biology, what's really going on beneath biology, the quantum physics behind it, is connected to consciousness. The consciousness of our entire universe and our mind. And when you can learn to manipulate that, as I have been forced to, because really if I'd taken chemo, radiance and surgery, I wouldn't be here today with the type of cancer I had, then when you get that power, you will combat, I will say it, for my case, anything that life troubles you with. It will come, the day will come. So, thank you for listening. And remember, it's not miracle advice for you today. These joints work with, I believe, Amajit might correct me or not, but the Vyana current, which is the circulating current of the body. Now, your joints can go 360. If you stop using them 360, they'll start doing 300, 180, 170, 90, arthritis. Calcification. Okay? So yoga teaches you to use the full circulating movement of your joints, 360 degrees. I won't take it too much time. What was the next one? So another good movement to remember is a good backward bend. This is always good to do in the mornings. They're using their hands in a very beautiful way to open up their wrists, and they're doing gentle backward bends. When you do backward bends, the bend comes from your heel right through to your hip, to the chest, to shoulders, back, and all the way into the fingers, like a banana. And they'll go forward as well, and do forward bends. So back bends are not to isolate just one part of the body. The movement should come right through the body to give a good movement there. So you see with the girls now going to forward bend, they're keeping the hamstring straight. So they're stretching out the hamstring, which is also very important. This allows blood to flow down to the head. So this blood to the head will go into all of the senses and refresh their brain. And when they come back up again, they'll be breathing and taking in fresh oxygen back to the top. So the blood has moved over once. You can go on to the next one now. No, Natrajasana. Do Natrajasana. So now they're going to do Natrajasana version 1. Very simple. This one is stretching out the quadriceps. The knees are kept together, stretching the quadriceps. Very long stretch in the arm, You can see here, chest a little bit out to the front, working on the strength of their core, the strength of their legs, and concentration, dharana. Most important, if you're ever going to meditate, you need to be able to concentrate. And also, as Amajitji reflected, the mind needs to be calm in this room. They haven't got monkey minds right now. I hope. They're staying calm. Brilliant. Okay, bring yourselves down slowly. Because in yoga, you're taught to be calm and be steady. So now they're taking Natrajasana 3. This is almost the Lord of the Dance pose. So coming back to what Ragasudha is doing today, dance. This is Shiva, Shiva's position. They're holding this, they're opening up a great opening in the back, which is so important. Focusing their mind, strengthening the leg. And now very simple Vrikshasana, a tree position. Once again, the work is on the strength of the legs. They're opening up the chest cavity area, giving space to the lungs. Wrists are working perfectly well here. Shoulders, eyes, composure. They are taking on the personification of a tree. Trees are calm, trees are wise, trees are steady. This energy will come into you when you practice Vrikshasana. Taking the arms up here, they're working onto the rotator cuff of the shoulders, and they've got a twisted wrist here. So you can see what's happening here. So this is working the wrist joint. Keeps your hands healthy and fit and well. And they're extending upwards now, going all the way up into a spring tall tree. They pull their stomachs in, lift their rib cages up, so this works the digestive area, and it lengthens out their spine. So people practicing regularly will become taller doing this, believe it or not. It also releases trapped nerves in the back. Regular lifting from here keeps the body long as you get old, so you don't get short as you get old. Here we have a dance movement. So if you know from Indian dance, this position, what's it called, Rayasudha? Or am I making this up? Which is it?
2 fingers.
Like she said. But we have a slightly open, look on the board there, you can see. We have a slightly more open one in yoga. This is the sama tree representing the branches of the tree, representing the twigs and the fruit of the tree, and also a great opening across the shoulder area here. And Virabhadrasana, warrior. So the warrior position, all the body is working beautifully well here. So he's keeping the knee just over the ankle. This is strengthening their bones in the leg by putting a little bit of pressure on the bones, stretching the glutes in the hamstring area, opening up the chest, infinite lines through the hands, very strong, beautiful position, and again, steady and concentrated. Double sword. Opening up of the pectoral area, so the chest is opening through here, stretching the shoulder, stretching the chest open. And so they're going into a warrior triangle here. Again, the head is coming down. You'll see with yoga regularly that the head goes down near the waist. Again, blood is flowing down to the head. And fresh blood will come back into the body again once they come up. But the deep stretch they've got in their back is also important. You come up now. And reverse warrior. Can you see the opposite side is open? So see down the front of their body now? All this area is stretched and opened up. This is why yoga is so good. It will balance the posture, balance the sequence. And into the warrior one. Lunging, strength of the thighs, groin, hips, hamstrings, legs, concentration. Beautiful. Twisted warrior now. So this is now rotating. She's rotating right through the middle of her body. So what's inside this part of the body? What's it? Organs. All of the organs, especially digestive system. So this whole digestive area is getting massaged. And any old toxic waste products that are stuck in there gets pushed out. So when she comes back out straight, as they do now, it's ready to move and pass out of the system, hopefully not right now. So, nearly finished. Okay, we're going to go into Gurudasana. So this is a beautiful position, the eagle pose. Complete wrap round of the leg, one of them here. And they've got the hands twisted, so how much work is happening in the shoulders, in the elbows, in the wrists, you can see. And very strong in the calves as well.